Hello, folks. This is Joe from MIGeekScene. I am standing here at the Grand Rapids Comic Con with Miss Trina Nishimura.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
We just started this con, so things are starting to pick up, and I've been super fortunate to get in this interview in before the main crowd gets in. Oh. Well, all right. While doing research on you, I noticed that you are in a lot of shows that I own.
Oh, good. That's good.
Obviously, Attack on Titan. Is it Bakano?
I am in Bakano. I play
Yes.
Rachel.
I was wondering if it was Bakano or Bakano.
Bakano.
Mushishi, you were as the
ears.
Yes.
The character with the ears. That's all I remember.
Oh, I seriously thought you were the clone Mushi that.
Well, let me check.
And she's gonna come back. No, this is
I have these just for this sort of thing. Anyways, I believe you.
You were in. From what I understand, you were a clone that took over. You would go into a pregnant woman and take over the child, and then you would be that child, and then you would keep cloning each other.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought I had weird ears.
No, Mushishi was actually a pretty cool show. You were in Beck. I own that.
I was in Beck.
Darker Than Black.
Yep.
I do wish Darker Than Black would come back for the third season just to finish up.
Yeah, for sure.
But, all right. What was your first exposure to anime?
The first anime that I ever saw was called Cowboy Bebop. It's awesome. It was my favorite show ever. And then from there, I graduated into Samurai Champloo and a few other shows, but Cowboy Bebop will always be my number one.
Same here. Anytime anyone's never been in an anime or has always wanted to check it out, I highly recommend Cowboy Bebop.
It's just awesome and super fly. I love that show.
The music is just...
The music, right? Like my brother, my older brother watched anime like our whole lives, and he always told me to get into it. But he and I now, like when we go on road trips or anything like that, like he has different theme songs of ours, and one of them is totally the Cowboy Bebop theme song.
Have you heard the remix album Music for Freelance?
No.
I would highly recommend that.
I'll check it out.
Maybe I might be able to sneak you a copy at some point during this week. I'm like, here you go. Maybe you might enjoy this. Well, you also mentioned Samurai Champloo. Once again, Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo, two series directed by, and forgive me folks for butchering this, Shinichiro Watanabe, who also directed Space Dandy, which you were in.
I was.
Was that a goal that you set out for yourself? Like once you got into voice acting, like I hope that I can get into one of this guy's series because he makes awesome series.
I mean, I'm very lucky to have been cast in the various roles that I've been cast in. I've enjoyed all of them. Space Dandy was hilarious, and if I can work on any project in general, it's always exciting. So it wasn't necessarily a goal that I set out to accomplish, but it certainly is a feather in my cap that I'm really grateful for.
All right. Well, you have portrayed strong characters such as Shigure from Kenichi, another show that I own, Lanfan from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, another show that I own. Yes. And Mikasa from Attack on Titan. Is it more satisfying to you to portray these strong characters?
I enjoy being able to give voice to strong female characters. I think that frequently within the genre of anime, women, especially when I first started about a decade ago, women were marginalized in a really wrong kind of way. They could be good at something or excel at something, but they also had to be hypersexualized. So I think that there's a really interesting shift happening with characters like Mikasa Ackerman and others. And so I'm really happy to be part of anything that changes the way that people view gender.
Well, the only person that was from that list that was a little hypersexualized was Shigure from Kenichi.
Yeah, Shigure was totally, but she didn't, it wasn't ever like, she was hypersexualized, but she didn't use it to achieve things. She was just awesome. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with being sexy and pretty. It's just, personally, I think that there's an interesting thing happening in the genre.
All right. Well, just to delve a little bit into your personal life.
Oh.
Oh. Well, doing research, I noticed there were two things that were very important to you: friendship and family.
Truth. Very true. I'm very, very blessed to have been born into a family that is really supportive. My mother and my grandfather and my three siblings are all amazing people and huge influences in my life in general. And I am the luckiest human being on the face of the earth to have the friends that I have and the tribe that I have. I'm really lucky, and I think that if you're that lucky, you should definitely tell people like how grateful you are for those sorts of things.
I mean, and your brother seems to be a huge supporter.
He is.
Because he's into anime as well.
He is. He's been into anime our whole lives. When we were little, I was like, oh, why do you watch that, Seth? That's so boring. And he was like, it's so good, you should watch it. And now we can totally converse about it. And he's an amazing older brother. Amazing.
It's ironic where people end up in life.
I know, right?
One of the other things that you like that's very important to you is Texas. Why do you love Texas so much?
I love Texas because it's my home. I was raised in Texas, and we have taco villas in Texas. In West Texas, anyways. My family's in Texas. I've met all of my best friends in Texas.
You work in Texas?
I work in Texas. I live in Texas. It's a great place to live. It's an amazing state. The people are amazing. And it's not to talk down about any other states or anything like that. It's just very near to my heart.
All right. You were also a bartender.
I was.
And you had a specialty drink. It was called I Do What I Want. Do you still make that?
I don't anymore. I haven't bartended in a while, unfortunately.
But not even at home?
No.
Entertaining the guests?
No, I don't really have time to do anything like that. It was a really fun time in my life, and it was really important to me, and I've met some of the most important people in my life while I was bartending, and some amazing, amazing people that I call my brothers and sisters. But I don't make that drink anymore, although it was delicious.
I'll take your word for it. I see a lot of what happened to people that come from the bar because I work in the emergency department.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Yes. I love the liquid courage. Come at me, bro. I'm like, dude, just settle down. Let us just stitch up your head, please. Not too much to ask for.
Right. Wowzers.
Yes. All right, another thing that seems to be very important to you is you raise money for charities.
I do. I try and participate in at least one major charity event a year. So it's something that I think it's important for people that like us here in the United States or any developed country or anywhere where you are lucky to try and give back in whatever capacity you can. I certainly don't do as much as I should, but I try to help others as whenever possible.
But you're at least doing something.
Yeah, well, trying. I'm not like some. I'm not out in Africa like saving children. I just, but I think that it's important to give back.
All
in
right.
life.
Well, I guess this will be a terrible segue, but I don't care. Speaking of saving people, you portray the strong female character, Mikasa.
I do.
Or Mikasa, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah,
You got
like
it.
some folks. Mikasa.
It's okay.
Mikasa,
it's cool.
Ackerman from Attack on Titan.
I do.
Truth be told, about myself, when I first encountered the show was last year, and most of the time whenever shows have a lot of hype, I tend to avoid them because I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I went to an anime convention last year, watched the first 3 episodes, and I was hooked. I was hooked, and I was
I
like...
thought you were going to say horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, I just wanted to do an interview with you to tell you how horrible of a voice actress you are. This was all a ruse. No, I just thought it was such a good show. I mean, I didn't read any of the manga. I just went into it blind, and I was getting goosebumps for that. So I just wanted to say thank you for your role in that, because I'm not one of those fans who subbed versus dubbed. It's just I enjoy a medium as it is.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you.
No problem. No problem at all. And one of your coworkers, castmates, should I say, on Attack on Titan, Mr. Matthew Mercer, Levi, he was in a random musical short called Street Fighter High, the musical. Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't, but that makes sense because there's been all these weird posts with this crazy makeup.
He was Dan Hibiki. I don't know how he was introduced in, I guess, Street Fighter Alpha, and he was this fake Ryu and Ken character who was just totally weak. Mm-hmm. But in the skit, Matthew and he was Dan, and he was with Blanca, and they were both acting like Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh.
So if you remember Clerks 2, when Jay was looking at the screen putting on the lipstick, when Goodbye Horses is going on, Matthew was doing that, and it was like, would you fight me? I'd fight me.
That's awesome. I'll have to ask him about that. That sounds hilarious.
But yes. All right, well, as we're wrapping up this interview, I know it's so random. Why didn't you talk to her about anime? Well, because I'm on a limited time, and I don't want to take away from her. And also, at the same time, she's asked anime questions all the time. Where could people reach you online?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook. I'm at the official Trina Nishimura, or Trina Nishimura, the official page, and then just my name, Trina Nishimura, or the fabulous Trina Nishimura fan club, which is run by the lovely Chris Edwards, who actually is here. I met him for the first time.
Good for you, because I saw that. I was like,
yeah.
you said you would buy him a meal or a drink if you
Oh
encountered
no,
him.
he's so sweet. He showed up and I like freaked out. I was like, I have presents for you. And he was just like, oh, and I was like, I didn't sign it. Do you want me to sign it? Should I sign it? I just, whatever you want me to do. But
Maybe.
he's so nice.
Like, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. So he's super sweet. And then I'm on Twitter at Trina Nishimura and Instagram at Trina Nish.
New tweeter here.
I am.
For like just a little bit over a year, is
I'm
that correct?
the worst Twitterer. Is it Tweeter or Twitterer?
We'll go with tweeterer.
I'm not good at it. I'm working on it.
All right, and
I'm working
final
on it.
question.
Yes.
What would you like to say to your fans?
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for coming out to visit me when I'm in your city. And thank you for watching.
All right, well, folks, this is Joe from MIGeekScene at the Grand Rapids Comic Con with Trina Nishimura. She will be here Saturday and Sunday. She'll come out because we're just doing this on Friday, and this will be out Saturday. Take it easy.